This video will be about recursion, and it will use recursion to reverse a string. So, what is recursion? Recursion is the concept of something referring to itself. In Java, this is simply a method calling itself. The common features of a recursive method are a return value, having an if statement, and having a base case. When writing a recursive method, it is easy to refer to the common features. So we start by writing an if statement, and we make this initial if statement the base case, being the simplest case with no recursion. And when we then write the return for this case with no recursion, we then do an else or an else if for any other or the next case. This will be the if statement that has the recursion in the return value. Now, using our instructions, let's write a method that reverses a string. So we need to start by writing the method. So public static, as it's going to go in main, string to return a string, and then the name, I'm just going to call it reverse. And then it will need to take in a string, and let's call that string str for now. So we go in. So first, let's write an if statement, and this needs to be the base case. So the base case is the simplest case. So the simplest case will be when the string is either 0 or 1 in length. As when you go back, if it's 0 in length, you return nothing. If it's 1 in length, you return the string. So to make this easier for me, I'm just going to say if str.length equals 1, then what we'll do is we return the simplest case with no recursion, so we just return str. Now we write the else. So in this case it's just an else. There is only one other real case, which is when the length isn't 1. Actually, let's change this to not 1 but to less than or equals to 1, so that if we have a string length 0, we can still return the correct thing. So else, now we need to write the recursion. So return, and so in order for it to be recursive, it needs to call itself. So reverse, and then str.substring 1, str.length. So this will now put in a substring that goes from the second character to the end of the string. And then all we need to do now is add str.char at 0, so that it will add the first char of the string, and that's it, we're done. So now let's go back to the main. Let's write system out print line, and then simply put reverse hello, and we run, and what comes out is the string reversed. So this will work for any string now, and yeah, you can put anything in here. So we put in hello, we can put in reverse, if I can spell, and it will reverse completely, including capitals. I'm now going to attempt to explain how this method really works. So we start by entering in the string hello, which you can see here, and then we enter the method. So it checks if the length is less than or equal to 1, which it isn't, as the length of hello is 5. So it goes into the next thing. It then returns our method again with a substring of the second to the last character, which you can see here, and we then add the char at the first character, which is seen here. We then continue down until we get to a point where the length is less than or equal to 1 at O, and then we start returning actual values that aren't recursive. So we start by returning O, the string, and then we go here. So now O has a value. So now this has a value of O. So we have O and we add L, and it continues to go back up until we have hello completely reversed. And that is a simple explanation of how this works. Thanks for watching.